What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Deontay Wilder and his fans and his supporters, okay? Now, I'm not talking about myself because I consider myself a true Deontay Wilder supporter, okay? Because I buy his fights, okay? I support him. You know, me buying the fight supports him. That puts money in his pocket, that puts food on the table, okay? That's what I mean by support. Am I a fan of him? Not all the time. But this is for the people that ride with him, that jumps on the bandwagon, that's been on the bandwagon since Mayweather Jr. retired, okay? Dante's Boxing Nation, Boxing Ego, LDBC affiliates, you know you guys, you know who you are, okay? This is for you guys. I feel, this is a suggestion, I feel that you guys are putting the blame on the wrong person. I feel that you guys are pointing the finger at Tyson Fury. You guys are pointing the finger at the WBC president, Mauricio Sulaiman, you know. Now, we have caught him in lies. That I will agree. He did lie about being in the dressing room with both fights. The way he worded it was kind of shitty, though, because we really don't know how, or, you know, he didn't really explain that he was there the whole time. Now, we know that. I give you that. But as far as the cheating allegations, okay, I feel that you guys are going after Tyson Fury and you guys are not looking at the other factor. You guys don't like white people. Or you don't care for white fighters or white promoters or white managers, right? Then if that's the case, why is Deontay Wilder getting a pass? He has a white manager, Shelly Finkel. He has a white co-manager, Jay Deas. Now, Jay Deas in particular, this is the video that I promised that I would make. Jay Deas was the only person that was there to make sure everything's supposed to go the way it's supposed to went, right? He was there when he got his hands wrapped. He was there when the gloves got put on. He was there when they taped up the gloves. He was there when the official signed off on the glove. That means he okayed it. He didn't say shit. He sit there, he chuckled, he grinned, he laughed, right? He lollygagged. Hell, he might have high-fived and fist bumped. We don't know, right? We know he was there, okay? So I think that maybe you guys, because everybody went at Mark Breland for stopping the fight, but who wanted the fight to continue? If what you guys were saying is right, it's true, that Tyson Fury cheated his ass off, he took padding out, or he put something in that glove, either some kind of wrench or a socket or something like that, or some kind of iron instrument to put in his gloves to hurt Deontay Wilder, do you think it was a smart idea for Jay Deas to keep that going? Who wanted to keep the fight going? Jay Deas, right? Why aren't we going after Jay Deas? If you want to stay consistent, that's what you should do. Jay Deas is that guy that you should go after because he's that white guy, but who knows if he has Deontay Wilder's best interest at heart? Is he a real coach? The real coach stopped the shit. Why? Because the real coach knew what the hell was really going on. Or did he? See, for all we know, Jay Deas could have been the guy responsible for killing, almost attempting, nearly killing Deontay Wilder if what you guys were saying is true, because you guys can't explain the cuts and the blood, right? So it has to be done from an instrument in you guys' eyes and your mind. That can't come, you never seen someone cut the fuck up from gloves, from leather. I get it. You never saw that shit. Ali Cooper. You never seen that at all. You never seen a fucking Arturo Gotti fight. Come on. We never seen that ever. Okay, cool. All right. So, since he was bleeding, he had to have something in his gloves. If you guys really believe that, why aren't we going after Jay Deas? He was the only one there. He was the one responsible for the care and to make sure everything went right with Tyson Fury's gloves. Because that's what we're saying, right? That's what we believe. And yes, I'm saying we. Right? We're saying that. Oh, he had to be doing that. He got to be doing that. I had myself in it. Why not? He had to be cheating. If that's the case, it's Jay Deas' fault. He is responsible for Tyson Fury's gloves. He was responsible to look at those gloves after it was over. If there was something, if that monitor went off, right? The monitor shut down, right? There was no officials in there, even though right before the shit shut off, we seen an official walking around the fucking dressing room. We didn't see that though, right? Okay. If that's the case, we should have checked those gloves. He should have checked the gloves, right? See, we're making it so convenient for these guys to cheat, and we're throwing, oh, the WBC is helping them. Well, if that's the case, Jay Deas has to help them. He has to be the one. He has to be the true snake in the grass. Don't he? I mean, think about it. He was there. BT sent that video out for a reason, because they're like, let's shut this shit down. Because you guys are pretending like there's nobody from that corner of Wilder in that dressing room when Tyson Fury was getting his shit wrapped up and taken care of. Right? I mean, if we're going to do this, let's do it right. Let's do it consistent. Because let me give you another scenario. Jay Deas, the white guy that has no intentions, no good intentions towards Deontay Wilder, they can't be trusted. Right? I mean, if we're gonna stay consistent with scenarios, because that's what that's what you guys are doing. That's what you're saying. Right? Because we want to know the truth. That's where we come in. I want to know the truth. I hope you guys want to know the truth. If you don't, quit acting like you do. I'm making bullshit up to make more money for my channels. Cool. Do that. Do your shit. People going to watch it because they're going to believe it. You know, they're not smart to look at another like, let me check this shit out myself. Let me look at that fight again. You know, let me not look at a picture from a photographer that we can't find to verify. Let's not do that. Let's watch the fight again. Right? But if we're going to stay consistent, let's go after Jay Deas, because he's the guy that almost killed Deontay Wilder for allowing that fight to go long as it did. That's sabotage. Right? Ain't that sabotage? You knew this guy was hurt. You knew this guy was falling all around the ring, slipping, falling, weak-legged, couldn't stand up hardly, off balance. How could he knock out Tyson Fury in a position like that, in a condition like that? How could he do that? He couldn't. So why should that fight stay on? But who wanted it to go on? Jay Deas. And on top of that, people, they left fucking Mark Breland outside the dressing room like he wasn't included anymore. That's what you're going to do. If you knew that you wanted this fight to continue and the guy stopped it and you knew you were sabotaging it, you're going to try to turn that fighter against that trainer like that's what happened. Had Mark Breland crying out there because he knew he did the right thing. Right? Why ain't you guys talking about that? See, if we're going to talk about it, Dante's Boxing Nation in particular, he's an OG to this shit. The whole truth is, why don't he do a video about that? Why did they have Mark Breland outside the dressing room? He couldn't even come in, you know what I mean, to see the what kind of condition his fighter was in. Why didn't they want him in there? They excluded this guy because he did the right thing. Now, honestly, is that right or is that wrong? Okay, I'm not bashing nobody. I'm just asking questions. Just asking questions, that's all. Right? So why aren't we going after Jay Deas? It's just something that makes you think. Okay? But if you guys are hell-bent on this guy because this guy is white, right? He's also the manager. He's also somewhat of a trainer or whatever he calls himself. If he's that, that's what he is. Okay. You know, but he wanted that fight to continue. Mark Breland stopped that fight. You ask yourself, why did he want the fight to continue? You know what I'm saying? When we knew that Tyson Fury was cheating. Right? That's the question you ask yourself. So that's my question to you guys. Get back to me in the comments. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.